move on to level 2. Using the Mayer method, plot and find the equation of the line of best fit. We have 8 points which we can divide nicely in 2. If it divides nicely in 2, do that. If it doesn't, you're going to have one middle value, and you're going to look at whether the middle value has more in common with the first half or with the second half. If it has more in common with the first half, group it that way. We'll look at that example in a second. I'm going to find the mean of the first half. I'm going to do that for the x's. Sum of these values divided by 4. Do the same for the y values. And then I'm going to do the same for these x values here. The last 4. Sum of these values divided by 4. And the same for the y values. I'm going to take these as 2 points, and I'm going to find the equation of the line that goes through these 2 points. So the delta x and the delta y is, delta x is that, take away that, gives me 9. And the delta y is 4.5, take away 15.5 is negative 11. My slope is negative 11 over 9. Our equation is y equals negative 11 over 9, doesn't reduce, x plus the b value. The b value, the a, is negative 11 over 9 is negative 1.22 as a decimal. The b value is, and I'm going to take one of these as my 2 points. This is my y. I click on the 4.5, or I could take that, but you have to take this as your x then. So I'm going to take the 4.5 as my y value minus the a value times the x. That gives me 21 as the b value plus 21. That's the equation. I want to graph that. I'm going to go to my b value as 21. The slope is negative 11 over 9. And delta x over 9 first, then delta y down 11, all the way down to here. That is my line of best fit using the Mayer method. You can see how there are points above and points below, but this kind of describes how the points are going. And translate around. There we are. We can see that it does fit. And then we press answer to see if we're right.
I said, yeah. I said, oh, yeah.
This has 11 values. I can split it into the first 5, then the second 5 down here. The question is 19, is it closer to the 16 or is it closer to the 23? Like, does this point have more in common with these values or those values? If I went 16 plus 3 is 19 and 19 plus 4 is 23, so it's closer in terms of the x's here. If we look at the y values, it's just 1 away from here, but 7 away from that. So I'm going to put this point with the first half. I'm going to take the average of these values is equal to the sum of these values divided by 6, because there are 6 of them, to get the average. Do the same over here. So the sum of these divided by 6 values. That gives me 10 and 17. Now down here, I'm taking these 5 values. The sum of these 5 values gives me 32, and then that gives me 10.4. The delta x is that take away, and then the delta y is that. The slope is negative 6.6 over 22 is that over that is my a value. Negative 0.3 as a fraction, that's 3/10. That is y is equal to negative 3 over 10. The b value is, take one of these 2 points as my x and y. I'm going to take this as my y value. It's the y value is 17. Take away the slope, which is negative 0.3, so plus 0.3 times the x value times the 10. That gives me 20. Y equals negative 3/10, x plus 20. I need to graph that. All right, here's my 20. I'll go to my line drawing tool, go to the 20, then negative 3/10 over 10, and down 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is the line of best fit for these points. And then I press answer to see if it's right. And that is it for level 2. Have a good day.